Welcome back to the Koryu podcast. This will be our first proper episode, and today we're going to be talking about food, which should be interesting because there's definitely a lot less Canadian food. But yeah, um, without further ado, also have my co-host Naoya here.
Yeah, I'm now here. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I want to talk about the food. There are a lot of differences between Canadian food and also Japanese food, so
Mhm,
we can talk about a lot. So, yeah,
for sure. Yeah, so to kick things off, we're gonna start off with Canadian food just because Japanese food is probably be the majority of of this episode.
yeah.
There's I'm pretty sure there's restaurants in Japan that are literally older than Canada. So
hmm Oh, and also we'll do this episode in English, right?
yes,
Yeah,
yes. I guess you could tell since we started
yeah,
speaking in English.
yeah. So we
But
mainly
yeah,
focus on so English. So in this
yeah, and then
episode, and sometimes we're gonna put some Japanese. So we
yeah,
sometimes
we kind of have to.
switch.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then next week we'll talk in Japanese.
Yeah,
Topic to be determined
yeah,
for
right.
now. All right, yeah. So let's jump into Canadian food.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like I was saying, there's kind of more than I thought. But yeah, we'll start off with our favorites.
Mhm.
So, I guess for me, it's kind of hard to pick. I feel like I feel like there's a lot of Canadian food I like. There's not a lot that I love, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, but
Mm,
yeah, I think Canadian food is mixed. Like
yeah,
Canadian usually pick up some foods from any like other countries. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Well, it's that, but also like so many of these are just from Quebec. Like Quebec is really a powerhouse when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to Canadian culture in
Mm-hmm.
general.
In general, yeah.
Um, yeah, and yeah. Well, speaking of Montreal, so I guess for me, my favorite Canadian foods, in no specific order for me, I guess, are Montreal smoked meat sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
Nava bars. I guess maybe all dressed chips.
Okay. Smoked sandwich. So
Smoked Montreal smoked meat.
smoked meat.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, actually, I've never heard of it.
really? Wait,
Yeah.
I feel like I must have told you about it. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
I'll
Sure.
see if
No
I can.
worries.
I'll see if I can post a picture.
Sure.
But yeah, for you, which Canadian foods are your favorite?
My favorite Canadian food is. Mm, it's hard to choose. I think
Mm,
it's poutine, but
mm,
I don't really eat. I didn't really eat many times when I was in Canada, actually. So I sometimes
mhm.
ate it, but mm. And also I just curious about what the like the most like famous Canadian food is.
Mm, mm.
You know, I think I couldn't find like the most like famous Canadian food in when I was in Canada. Actually, like people in
Mhm.
Canada usually say that the poutine is the most famous one, but
Yeah, mm.
poutine poutine is it Canada like originally from Canada, right?
Yeah. It's from Quebec as well.
Come
Um,
back.
yeah, I,
Okay.
th- I mean, the thing is, like, I guess really the most famous would be maple syrup, but like maple syrup's not.
Right.
It's it's
Right.
not it's not it's
Yeah.
not really a dish.
Right. It's a
I know
conjecture. Yeah.
it's like kind of a stereotype that like Canadians will drink like maple syrup like just straight
Mm-hmm.
from the bottle. Which
Right.
I guess I've seen people do it, but it's really not a common thing.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah. Like maple syrup. We usually put like maple syrup on pancake
mm,
in Japan as well.
mm.
And but mm, We actually didn't talk about like where it's originally from. We just put it on
Oh,
the
sure,
like
sure.
pancake when we eat. So, and then
Mhm,
when I went to Canada, I know like the maple syrup is famous in Canada, and then
mhm,
yeah, but like maple syrup is famous, but we don't have like
mhm.
many opportunities to eat it actually.
Yeah, for Japanese food, I can't
For
really think of any
Japanese, yeah,
that you'd use it for. Yeah,
yeah. How about for Canadian?
yeah. I was about to say for us, it's a little different. I mean, for us, it's like still just like breakfast food mainly.
Mhm.
Which I was gonna ask. So here it's also decently common that people will have like like eggs or even like sausage
Yeah,
with maple syrup.
right. Oh, really? With maple syrup?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's pretty good. I mean, I'll be honest, most of the time I don't have it like that, but
okay.
I mean, I'd recommend trying it at least.
I see. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we also eat like eggs and like sausage, like
Mm.
yeah, like for breakfast usually.
Mhm,
Like
mhm,
yeah, and then Japanese often eat like Western like foods, like for like
mhm, mhm.
breakfast, like breads we call,
Oh,
which is
for sure, sure.
yeah, which is named pan in
Mhm.
Japanese. Yeah, we don't call it bread, but it's in
Yeah.
katakana. Yeah, and then yeah, but we don't. I've never put maple syrup on eggs and sausage. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
right.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's one thing that's interesting,
mm,
with, I guess, condiments because, so for a while, me and my friends, would thought it was, like, really weird that, one of our friends would put ketchup on rice.
oh,
Um,
it
yeah, here it's really not common, like, people do
okay.
not do that here.
Ah, okay.
But then, of course, I learned about, is it tamago kake gohan?
Tamago kake gohan. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and that it's, like, it's really common in Japan, right?
Right. Very
Yeah.
common. Yeah. Like
So
we often eat it like for the breakfast. In my case, I don't really eat it, but
hmm,
yeah, like I think most of Japanese people like eat,
mhm,
yeah, to eat, like eating like raw egg, right? Raw egg,
mm.
putting on the rice.
I mean, I guess that's also a big difference is people usually also don't eat raw egg here, but we'll I guess we'll talk about that more when we talk about Japanese food. Um,
Yeah. Oh, actually, I have a question. Like,
oh
is
yeah,
it
go for it, go for it.
risky, like to eat raw eggs in Canada?
Um, I think generally they say they like encourage you not to eat raw eggs.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I think maybe there's some sort of difference between eggs in North America and Japan. I'm just not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not very sure, but
Hmm.
yeah, mm, like the hmm? 賞味期限. How can I say that? 賞味期限.
I'm
賞
not
味期限
sure.
is the expiration
Mhm.
for foods. Ex- uh, anyway, okay, it's no worries. Yeah,
Sure,
and
sure.
just yeah, is it like it's not risky to eat raw egg in Japan? Like,
Mhm.
mm, I'm not sure why, but we can eat it like for breakfast, and also
Mhm, mhm.
we eat sunny side up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, was it it's like May was it?
medamayaki,
Yes, Medamayaki. Yeah,
medamayaki,
yeah.
medamayaki, yeah,
Mhm.
medamayaki and sausage. It's typical Japanese breakfast and with rice.
Mhm, mhm.
And we like each family in Japan has like rice cooker.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we usually make rice
Mhm,
and
mhm.
yeah, like for the breakfast maybe.
Mhm.
And yeah, like, mm, but now it's changing actually. So the Western
Oh, interesting.
culture
Hmm,
is
hmm,
coming from the country, and then so
hmm,
we often eat breads for breakfast.
hmm,
So we don't eat it like originally we don't eat it. So
hmm, hmm,
yeah, it's changing now actually.
hmm. Yeah, I mean, huh, I guess like going back to like eating raw egg. I think just like
Mhm.
that's just one of the big cultural differences is like eating raw. Honestly, eating like raw anything here besides like vegetables or fruit. I guess
Right.
eating raw meat here is kind of like a lot of people still don't like doing it. I mean, I feel like it's usually people from the older generation that are still kind of apprehensive about eating raw meat.
Mhm.
Um, but I guess like in Japan, like of course, like eating sushi
Right.
or raw egg it's super normal.
Yeah, it's super normal
Like
for us. Yeah.
I'm sure if someone in Japan thought that like eating raw fish was weird, like people would people would think that was weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah. We have like the culture like habit to eat
mhm,
like raw things like raw fish raw, which is called sashimi
mhm,
in
mhm,
Japanese. Sashimi is without rice, like sushi is with
mhm,
rice. Yeah, but sashimi is only raw ish,
mhm, mhm,
and yeah, we can buy it at the supermarket easily,
mhm.
which is pretty expensive, but it's it's reasonable. Like we can eat it actually.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, getting back to Canadian food.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so just quickly, I do want to go over, or I guess just say quickly necessarily, but I do want to go over just kind of like the kind of staple, most important Canadian foods. So of course we talked about poutine, which I guess if anyone isn't aware, poutine is so it's French fries with gravy and cheese curds, or at least that's the kind of the
Mhm.
purest form of it.
Yeah.
Um, which is like I said from Quebec.
Mhm.
Um, there are like places where you get tons of crazy stuff on it. Um, but yeah, pure form just fries, gravy, cheese curds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is the most famous one. I personally don't like it much because I don't like cheese. But if you do come to Canada, definitely, I mean,
Mhm.
you definitely try it because
Yeah.
I think it's pretty hard to find like in any other country, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Like there are many options to put like on
Mm.
like potatoes, like fried potatoes.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah. In Canada, when I was in Canada,
Mm.
and then actually like do Canadian people make
Mm.
poutine
Oh, that's a good question.
like by yourself, like at
I
home?
think some people do it, but I think it's way more common that people will just buy it
Mm-hmm.
um from a restaurant, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like there is like so many places that have poutine here, it's kind of like what's the point?
Okay.
Um Also because I guess like with cheese curds specifically, like cheese curds are a little harder to find than just like regular cheese. So
Mm-hmm.
it is usually easier just to go to a restaurant
Okay.
to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so just getting back into some of the staple Canadian foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess for main dishes, like there's not that many. Like, or talked about Montreal smoked meat a little bit, which I guess I didn't explain. Which is so I think it's usually on rye bread. Um, it's well smoked meat, with mustard, and I don't know why, but they always give you a pickle. I don't
Okay.
I don't understand why it's separate from the sandwich because like if you put it on the sandwich, it's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I usually get it, and yeah, I think it's probably the best Canadian dish.
Mm-hmm.
But you said you didn't try it, right?
Yeah, I didn't try it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so surprised because you went to Montreal. You went to Montreal, right?
No, I actually I didn't go Montreal. I've never
Oh
gone.
wait.
I've been there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wait, did you go to Quebec City though?
No.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No
Yeah, sorry.
worries. Yeah.
I just assumed because it's so common.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Like when my mom and when my aunt visited me,
Mm,
like when I was in Canada, and then they went to Montreal and Quebec, and then
mm,
we talked about it, but I didn't go there. So
mm.
yeah, so that's why I
It's okay.
didn't know that actually. Yeah,
Next time. Next time.
yeah. Next time, yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Like, yes, though, I mean, you can find Montreal smoked meat, I think across Canada. Like, it is definitely like one of the most popular. So I guess even if
Mm-hmm.
you do come back to a
Yeah.
different province, like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the best in Montreal, of course, but you can try it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It is good.
Yeah.
Let's see what
And,
else.
and I went to like Niagara Falls, and then I
Hmm.
found ice wine. Is that
Oh,
is it
yeah, yeah, yeah.
famous one,
Yeah,
right?
that's also,
Mm.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think, yeah, so I guess we can talk about drinks a little bit too. Yeah, I mean, ice wine is probably, yeah, it's either the most famous.
Mhm.
It's between that and whiskey. Like Canadian whiskey is also pretty
Oh, Canadian
popular.
whiskey. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. There's quite a few ones that are apparently pretty good. Like I
Mm.
don't drink, so I can't I can't say like I don't have
Right. You
firsthand
don't
experience,
drink.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but people say that like was a Canadian Club, um oh god, Crown Royal I think is one of them,
Yep.
and I can't remember the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I feel bad because also there's like Canadian beers has a pretty it is pretty popular as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like let's see, Molson
Motion.
is the only
Mm-hmm.
yeah is which is the
Yeah.
only one I can remember. There's definitely
Okay.
quite a few other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I just I should have done more research about this, but yeah, basically.
Yeah. When I was in Canada, I drank some beer, and then I drank moose something. I don't
Moosehead?
remember the Moosehead. Yeah.
Mm,
I don't remember the
let's see.
exact name. Yeah, I think Moosehead.
Moosehead. Let's see,
Moosehead, and
where is it
also
from?
Budweiser. Budweiser
Oh,
is not,
Moosehead's also from Canada.
it's not, is it Canada, from Canada?
I feel
Budweiser.
so bad that I don't know this.
Yeah,
Give me
you're
one
right.
second. Okay,
But
Budweiser is American.
American, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
can drink Budweiser in Japan too. So, yeah.
Mm.
Moosehead, Budweiser.
Actually, I have a question.
Okay.
So, in a lot of Western countries, so like in Europe and North America, like people people say that American beer is like really bad. Like
Yeah.
they say that it's basically water.
Okay.
Is it is it the same in Japan?
I don't think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's very light taste, but I don't think people in Japan don't say
Hmm.
like that. Yeah, we
Hmm.
just sometimes drink American beer, and then but
Hmm.
we usually drink I think Asahi and
Or
like
Sapporo?
Sapporo,
Mm-hmm.
Japanese beer. We
And
usually
wait, it
so
does
yeah. Mm.
like is it Kirin also makes beer, right?
Oh, Kirin, yeah.
Yeah.
Kirin, Sapporo, Ebisu. Do you know
Oh,
Ebisu?
okay.
Yeah, Ebisu is also, yeah, very famous one in Japan. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, but we don't really, drink maybe American beer. Maybe some
Mm,
people really like it, but yeah, just we usually drink Japanese beer and Japanese
sure, sure.
sake, and
Mm, yeah, of course, makes
yeah,
sense.
I also don't really drink. So actually,
Sure.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
right. So I don't really know about Japanese. Japanese, no, I know Japanese sake, but I don't really know about sake,
mm,
beer, stuff like that.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just gonna name some more like staple Canadian foods.
Hmm.
And then okay, there's a couple more I want like talk about more in depth, but yeah, I'm just gonna list off some for now. So
Sure.
I also really recommend Nanaimo bars. They're really great. They're one of the few from Western Canada. Um, really good dessert. Uh, also have Choco Montreal bagels. Probably the
Bagels.
best bagels in the world. I mean, I haven't actually had New York bagels,
New York.
so
Okay.
I could be totally wrong, but Montreal bagels are really good. And
Mm,
if you're in the area,
mm,
they're fantastic.
yeah.
Let's see, also butter tarts, which are great. You can pretty much find those anywhere.
Hmm.
Oh, beaver tails, kind of like the
Beaver
Canadian churro.
tails. Yep.
The taste is pretty much the same, but usually they also kind of dress it up with like
Right.
Nutella or
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, oh, okay. I have to talk about ketchup chips and all dress chips quickly.
Hmm.
Because they're those two flavors are, well, ketchup chips I think you could only find in Canada.
Yeah.
And all dressed chips are pretty much Canada only as well. I know you could find them in the States um now, but for a long time you couldn't.
Hmm.
Um and so it's interesting because with ketchup chips it seems like um like foreigners usually don't like them, and like
Oh,
I
okay.
get it because like ketchup is kind of a weird flavor for chips, like because
Hmm.
you don't see mustard chips or mayonnaise chips or
Yeah.
anything like that,
Anything like that. Yeah.
but I mean I think they're good. um
Hmm.
and then But then weirdly for Aldris chips, Aldris chips are pretty interesting because they're, I forget exactly what combination it is, but they're like I think it's like 5 or 6 different chip flavors put together.
Okay.
Um, and I think they're probably the best chips, like best tasting chips out of all of
For
them.
you, all of them. Is that for you?
I'm kind of willing to say maybe the best flavor in the world, but
Okay.
I haven't tried all the flavors of the world, so yeah, I guess
Mm.
for now I'll say, yeah, for me definitely all the chips are the best. But
Hmm.
did you try ketchup chips
Yeah.
or all dressed? What
I've
did you
tried
think?
it. I I like that. Yeah, I like it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 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 ketchup, ketchup. Yeah, and then yeah, I sometimes bought it when I was in Canada, and then I ate it. But yeah, it was pretty good. And then, but we cannot find it in Japan, so
Oh no way. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sort of miss it actually. And then
Mm.
we can find Lay's.
Yeah,
Lay's is
for sure.
one of the brand. Is it from America? I think.
Yeah, I think they're American. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they're American.
sure. Yeah, yeah. We can buy it, but it pretty like more expensive than a Canada like we buy in
Mm-hmm.
Canada. So yeah, and like it's like we can find it at imported shop.
Oh sure, sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's really
and
expensive though.
right, right. So
Mm.
sometimes like we we want to we we would love to eat like
Mm.
yeah, but like ketchup chips is really good. Yeah, and then we usually eat like Japanese chips, which is flavor like shio salt.
Oh sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like small like usushio, which is called usushio. Usushio means like
Mm-hmm.
rice salt flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it I think it's one of the most famous one in Japan. And
I think yeah, I guess like that flavor is like the, I think it's the most common one maybe in the world. Um
mm,
because at least in the US and Canada, like, oh, what do they even call them? I think they just call them like classic chips. And it's just, which is, it's like the same thing. It's just
classic
salt, I
chips.
think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like and then in Japan, each region has like specific
Of
chips,
course. Of
like for
course.
souvenirs.
Sure, sure,
So yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. Like foreigners can want to eat like in like specific one in each region, and then
Hmm.
yeah, that's very fun. Like for even for native
I'm sure.
Japanese.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah,
Hmm.
like I believe in Osaka, so actually
Hmm.
Osaka doesn't have like a specific one, but Uh,
That's
I
surprising.
think. I
So
think.
so the
Yeah.
wait, so there's no like takoyaki flavor?
Oh yeah. Actually, maybe this like Osaka has like takoyaki flavor or okonomiyaki flavor,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope.
But I don't think I find it. I've never seen it. Yeah, like we have some souvenirs flavored like takoyaki and also okonomiyaki, like under sauce flavor.
Oh,
Like
sure, sure.
yeah, like which is for like the sauce for takoyaki and also
Hmm.
okonomiyaki. Yeah, that we can find
Hmm.
chips flavored with like sauce like
Yeah, it's kind
Osaka.
of the same here. I mean,
Mm,
like you'll definitely see like barbecue like pretty commonly
barbecues.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess ketchup is also technically a sauce, but it's also kind
Yeah.
of different.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
different. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay, then there's all right, I guess just two more I want or three more I want to talk about.
Mhm.
Um I think I also have to talk about I have to talk about sushi pizza for sure.
Sushi
A lot of
pizza.
yeah, a lot of people don't know about this one, especially outside of Canada, and a lot of people in Canada don't even know that it's Canadian. So it's actually from Ontario, which is interesting,
Okay.
because on like Ontario doesn't have that many dishes, but this is one of them, and you've probably seen it. Um, but maybe you just didn't know it's called sushi pizza. So it's not like a traditional pizza. There's
Hmm.
no tomato sauce. There's
Yep.
I guess there's kind of bread, but anyways, so what it is, you got deep fried rice patty, and
Okay.
then there is so you got fish, usually like salmon or tuna, and then
Okay. Hmm.
there's uh let's see, like sesame seeds, usually spicy mayonnaise, and oof, I guess
Oh.
probably like seaweed as well.
Hmm.
Um, it's worth trying. It's at least once. I mean, like to be honest, I think I've only ever heard people say that it's just okay, but
Okay.
it is really interesting. So I recommend it at least once. And
Hmm.
then the other really big one
Yeah.
that a lot of people don't know because the name is deceiving is Hawaiian pizza. Is
Hawaiian
actually
pizza.
Hawaiian pizza was also made in Ontario originally. Um,
Really?
yeah, I mean, I guess technically you could call it Greek because the guy that invented it was a Greek immigrant, but he created it in
Mm.
Ontario.
Okay.
Um, and once again, most people don't even know that it's from here because I mean, the name is Hawaiian pizza, so like,
Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian pizza.
yeah, it weirdly, so here there's a lot of places that'll have like a Canadian pizza, and
Okay.
it's not Hawaii pizza. It's
Mm.
like ketchup, bacon, and mushrooms or something like that.
Right. Yeah. And
But
some
like
herbs, right, on the top.
I think so. Yeah, I think maybe
Yeah.
like green pepper or something
Pepper
too.
sauce.
Yeah. But yeah, Hawaii pizza is
Mm.
definitely more popular. And then okay, last thing I have to talk about.
Yeah.
We have to talk about Tim Hortons for sure.
Yeah.
We can't.
Right. For
Yeah, yeah,
sure. Yeah.
we can't talk about
Yeah.
Canada and food
Yeah.
without Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Um, so a lot of people, I think a lot of people in other countries know Canada loves Tim Hortons, and it's
Yeah.
true. We do love Tim Hortons a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's still the most popular coffee chain. Um, just because like there's so many locations and
Mm.
it's really cheap. Like
Yeah. Very cheap. Yeah.
there's no other chain that's really comparable. Um, and like it's still number one, but like so many people hate it these days. Like
Oh,
the
really?
yeah, the quality's gone down so
Oh.
much. Yeah. Because like what happened was it was bought by I think it was the same company as that owns Wendy's. Um,
Wendy's. Mm.
yeah, and I think at
Oh.
that time the quality was it was still pretty good, but then like it got bought again by this company that also owns Burger King.
Okay.
Um, and then after that, that's just that was the beginning of the
Go.
end because yeah, now after that
Mm.
is like the coffee. Like I don't drink coffee or hot coffee, but people said it got considerably worse. And
Okay.
the other thing is people also really don't like the donuts and muffins and stuff anymore
Yeah.
because now they're all frozen when the store gets them,
Really?
whereas
Okay.
before before they actually made them fresh.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and from what I remember, yeah, they definitely were better before. I still think they're fine now. Like
Mhm.
there's once again, there's no other place that really that really can compete for donuts at least.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
that isn't like that isn't more expensive.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but I mean, definitely if you come to Canada, I definitely still recommend them.
Mhm.
Um, and of course, you have to try double double, which is a
Yeah.
coffee with
It's
oh
a
god, I feel bad. I feel bad that I don't know this for sure, but
but
it's
with two
mm,
mm, two amount of the something like sugar, two sugar
yeah,
and also
I think it's two cream, two sugar.
oh two
Wait, let me double
cream, two
check.
and sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Double
see.
double. Yeah.
hmm
Like when I
Two
yeah.
cream, two sugar. Yeah,
Sugar,
yeah,
sugar, yeah,
I was
yeah,
right.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I get to keep my citizenship.
Yeah. Like even I can not speak English, I can I can order like at the
Mm,
Tim Horton when I like just I can like or like the only thing I do is to
mm.
say double double in Horton with the stuff and then
Yeah,
yeah
they'll
yeah
understand.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah yeah, yeah.
for sure.
Like like first phrase that I learned in
hmm
English is can I get something
Sure, sure.
yeah to order
Mm,
and then
mm-hmm.
yeah I learned it but I think like foreigners don't need to order double double like to say like
Mm,
yeah they
yeah.
don't need to say can I get actually they we can it's
Oh yeah,
kind of rude
you could
right
literally just say like small double
so
double, and
double double yeah
it's okay. Yeah.
it's okay yeah yeah they understand yeah right yeah and also when I was in Canada I actually of course I drank out of like many times double double and also
hmm
um like iced coffee at Tim
Yeah, the iced coffee is really
Hortons
good.
yeah
Yeah, I still recommend. I still go there a few times a week just for the iced coffee. And I
hmm
guess I should also talk about the ice caps as well. Those are
yeah you like it
they're
right you love it right
it's
I
it's
think
it's
ice
it's
cups
complicated. It's
okay
complicated.
really
So like I definitely recommend them. They are really good.
hmm
Um they are super popular. They're one of the few things on their menu that
yeah
is the same quality um
okay
as before.
hmm
Um the only thing is that like the thing is like I was like addicted to them for like years, like probably like 5 years or something like
5
that.
years okay oh my gosh yeah
Yeah. Which is terrible because they're really not healthy for you.
mm,
Um and then like instead I started having iced coffee because
yeah
it's way healthier.
yeah
Um and now like once in a while I'll still have an ice cap.
hmm
And well you saw this last time I had one, like I really just didn't enjoy it
oh
anymore.
yeah right
Yeah. But still, like I definitely recommend them. So
hmm hmm yeah right like Tim
Mhm.
Horton is totally in life like in
Mm.
Canadian life I think so yeah
Yeah, for
like
sure.
so like people in Canada drink it like some kind of coffee and like iced coffee hot coffee
Yeah,
tea yeah
for sure,
like
for sure.
yeah which they buy at the Tim Horton and then it's very cheap and also I after I went to Canada I
Mhm.
got there yeah I didn't really know about uh Tim Hortons.
Mhm, mhm,
And then I decided to buy some coffee,
mhm.
like and then yeah, but and then I can see a lot of people inside the store, Like they
Mm, for
told
sure. Yeah.
they were talking,
Yeah.
and then they were just sitting, and some people just study something,
For sure.
and yeah, and then also could find like many Starbucks, of course.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Starbucks is also very common way to get
Mhm,
the coffee in Canada, I think.
for sure.
But like oh, and also we can find like some donuts
Yeah, for sure.
in So is Tim Horton donuts shop, like shops for donuts, or just like
Well,
for coffee?
well, okay. So at least in Canada, the U.S., I guess, if when you talk about like a coffee shop, like usually, it's like implied that they also have like donuts and muffins and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, you would just call Tim Hortons a coffee. Well,
Coffee.
coffee place. I mean, I guess it's a little more. It's a little more than that because they also have like sandwiches and stuff. But yeah, generally you would just call it a coffee
Hmm.
place.
Hmm. You
Mhm,
know, like the culture, like about like in terms of coffee, is totally
mhm,
different between Japan and Canada. I think
mhm,
people in Canada often drink coffee like while working. Yeah, we
for sure.
also
Mhm,
drink coffee,
mhm,
but like I think it's more common to drink tea in Japan,
hmm,
like green
yeah,
tea and like red tea sometimes. Yeah, so
yeah. Mm, yeah, it kind of depends here a little bit. Like, I think coffee probably is more popular, but there's definitely a lot of people that drink tea as well.
mhm.
Especially because Canada has such a huge population of people from, originally from the
Originally from
UK.
Europe, UK. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
hmm, right.
Um, yeah, all right.
And
And I think
also,
I'm. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah. I can talk about like some coffee chain and also coffee chain in Japan, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we're already at 40 minutes, so we
40
should
minutes.
probably.
Oh, we should probably finish.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a good time.
Let's do
Let's
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's start with coffee chains. So we'll actually okay. We'll get to coffee chains later. We should start, I guess, with our favorite
Favorite
Japanese food
Japanese food. Yeah.
first. So yeah, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Mm,
My favorite Japanese food is, of course, sushi,
mhm, mhm.
and also like Japanese like homemade some like boiled things. It's called like
Hmm.
nikujaga.
Oh,
Nikujaga.
okay. I haven't heard of it.
Mm. Nikujaga is like put like some.
So it's like literally like fried.
Oh, it's not
Uh,
fried one actually. No, you mean like you mentioned like about like fried pork, like deep fried pork, or like
yeah.
tempura, tonkatsu,
Well,
stuff like that.
I guess it depends because, like, I mean, for like yakiniku, it's not deep fried, but you could still say it's. I mean, I guess it's barbecued. I guess.
Barbecue, yeah, like grilled
Yeah.
just beef, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
and then when I make yakiniku, just we put
mhm,
beef, like sliced beef, diced beef on like barbecue like plate.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah, like by ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, at the restaurant,
Mhm.
the stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
just at the restaurant just hand out some like raw beefs actually, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm,
we put them on a plate
mhm.
to grill, and then
Yeah.
we eat. That's a I think just call it like Japanese barbecue culture maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I
Is that
guess.
barbecue? Like, do you do?
Yeah, you could say it's. Yeah, I guess you would say it's barbecue. I mean, I guess it's similar. I mean, I guess it's kind of like similar, at least. Okay, from my knowledge, it's for sure similar to like Korean barbecue
Right.
as well. Yeah, I guess maybe some other countries in Asia. I'm just not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you do barbecue like outside?
Yeah,
Kind of.
it's different here. Like usually, if we do something like that, it's at like a Japanese place or a Korean place.
Mhm.
If it's like Western style barbecue, um, then yeah, it's like you're probably you only have like one person preparing the
Mhm.
burgers or hot dogs or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, we the same like same thing. We do same things. Like yeah, we just put
Hmm.
like some stuff, sub deposit to grill,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
raw beef and also like raw vegetables, like
Hmm.
onions, like green pepper, stuff like that. And then
Mm, sure, sure.
yeah, it's the same thing. Like, do you
Um,
guys cook
yeah, I
like
guess
vegetables?
I think people do it, but it's just like definitely not as common. Um,
Okay.
at least in Canada, like I haven't really seen it done that much. The thing is, like for I guess most of North America, like the most common things to grill are just like burgers, hot dogs, and ribs.
Oh,
Maybe there's some other
ribs,
stuff, but
ribs. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, but in Texas, like the barbecue culture there is like crazy compared to everywhere else. So like
Hmm.
I think they do way more stuff. I'm just not really that familiar
Okay.
with what exactly.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the supermarket is totally different like between Canadian and Japanese. Japanese supermarket
Mm.
has like sliced. Usually they slice the beef like small
Hmm.
sliced and then diced, and then they pack
Mm.
all the stuffs, all the foods, and then we
Mhm,
can
mhm.
buy like small things, like and then but in like Canada, we found like big steaks,
Yeah.
like yeah, like huge amount of beef
Mhm, mhm.
and also pork, chickens, and then you
Yeah.
guys grill turkey, right? When you like serve something.
Oh, for turkey, it's a little different.
Oh, a little different.
It's a little different, yeah. For turkey, I mean, I guess you could grill turkey, but
Okay.
I've never seen it done.
You know,
Yeah, for turkey, it's like almost always baked.
bake. Oh, sure, baked. Yeah, baked
Yeah,
turkey.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
you get baked, and then yeah, yeah. When I was living in like the sharing house in Canada,
mhm.
saw like big oven.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
think. Yeah,
to
that's another big
grill.
difference too. Is that
Yeah,
in Japan, there's not really big ovens. There's just
yeah,
I, I guess if there is an oven, it's just like the fish oven.
right.
Yeah, which is just
Yeah,
I guess big enough for like. Is it just
for
big enough for
fish,
one
just grill
fish
for fish, one fish or two fish, stuff
or
like that. Yeah,
yeah, which is totally different.
so different, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like I was surprised. Like when uh so like when my girlfriend was moving into our apartment,
Okay.
um like I was asking her like do we really even need a microwave because like I barely use a microwave here.
Hmm.
Um but she said like yeah, she uses it like every day,
Okay.
which it was surprising to me because I mean here people use microwaves often, but I guess I feel like it's maybe not as much as Japan.
Yeah, because we have a lot of stuff to make only by microwave, only with
Yeah.
microwave. Yeah, like like at a combini, which is convenience
Mm,
store in Japan.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we find a lot of thing like foods that we can make only with like make microwave and also supermarket, and then
Mhm.
now like it's so easy to make,
Mm.
like yeah, and then it's also very like delicious, I think, very delicious, like very good.
Yeah, I think
cases.
that's another difference for sure is that here, like, there's definitely a lot of I guess, microwavable food,
Mhm.
but um, people like in general, people don't have a good image of microwave food, like, which I
Mhm.
guess it's kind of fair because honestly, usually microwave food, it depends on what it is. Like, if it's an
Yeah.
entire meal, usually like it's really unhealthy. Like, there's usually an insane amount of like salt and calories.
Right.
So like you can do it, it's just not not great for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unhealthy definitely. Yeah. It's same as Japan. Like, you
Oh,
know,
okay.
yeah. We can easily make foods with like use by using a microwave, but it's
Mhm,
not it's just unhealthy. So
mhm,
like some people don't like eating some kind of stuffs, any kind of stuff that like that, but like others don't care about this. So and then it's pretty cheap and good. So yeah, like it's mm, like some company try to make them great. So try to make
mm,
great. So yeah, and also oh, we have like instant coffee.
mm.
Do you call
Yeah.
it instant coffee? Like we call it instant coffee in katakana, but is it English? How
Yeah,
do you say
yeah,
that?
instant coffee makes sense in English too,
Makes
for
sense in
sure.
English, right? Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, and then mm, is a common way to make coffee. Uh,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
of course.
Um, I mean, I like once again, since I don't drink hot coffee, I've never done it, but it definitely is a common way to do it.
Hmm. So, like,
Yeah.
do you guys buy instant coffee at the supermarket or just at
Mhm.
uh like Tim Hortons or like Starbucks? In
Oh,
your case,
both.
both.
Oh, but I mean, in my case, in my case, like, I mean, it's different for me because, like, since I just drink iced coffee, like, there are some options. Like, there are, like, um, like Tim Hortons, and, like Starbucks do have iced coffee drinks that you could just like buy, but they're too expensive to
Mhm. Right,
to really make
right,
sense.
right.
Compared to like for like hot coffee, like it's so cheap. It's it's
It's so
so
cheap.
cheap.
Okay.
Yeah, price coffee is just not worth it though.
Hmm. Okay. I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Japanese people usually buy instant coffee at the supermarket, and then
Mhm,
some like loves coffee, so maybe they go to
mhm,
buy coffee at the
mhm.
at the Starbucks, and also we have some like coffee chains which are Doto coffee
Mhm.
and Komeda coffee
Yeah.
and also Tari's coffee.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not sure where they are originally from, but I think they are just originally from in Japan. I guess you guys
Oh, I
don't have
think
like
actually I think Tully's is surprisingly, I
America,
think it's actually from yeah, I think it's from I think it's from Seattle originally.
Seattle. Okay,
Uh one second. It's definitely
yeah, sure, no worries.
American.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah, which is yeah, it's interesting sometimes with
Hmm.
stuff like that cuz like um I mean this is a bit of a tangent, but like also, like 7-Eleven is super popular in Japan,
Okay.
um which is also an American company.
Hmm.
Um
And Canada, you guys have like 7-Eleven in
yeah, we
Canada, right?
also
Yeah,
yeah, we have it too, but I don't think it's as popular. Like in the US it's huge, whereas
huge. Okay.
here yeah, here it's not as popular.
Hmm.
Um so yeah, like sometimes it's kind of unclear like where a company is from originally. And I guess
Mhm,
actually even for 7-Eleven, it's kind of weird because
mhm.
um so even though it's from the US originally, um like the Japanese branch, I guess, like bought most of the company like
Mm,
worldwide. So it's
yeah.
like kind of it's kind of a Japanese company now.
Yeah, the quality of 7-Eleven in Japan is, for me, it's the best.
Oh, it's yeah, it's so
Yeah,
much
it's the
better
best.
than here. Yeah, way
Yeah,
better.
it's
Yeah,
so much better.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Canada, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, and also we have like Family Mart, a Lawson, and the 7-Eleven.
yeah,
Yeah, which were very famous in Japan.
yeah.
And then for me, I think the quality of foods in 7-Eleven is the best. I think
Hmm,
it's better than any other convenience store in Japan. For me, I don't
hmm.
know. Yeah, it
Interesting.
depends on the Japanese, I think.
I think
And
so.
yeah, and it's totally different from Canadian Seven
Oh wait,
Eleven.
so oh my god, yeah, completely
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
even
yeah,
for
completely different.
for convenience stores in general here, because like
Mm,
if I mean, I guess in Japan too, like if you have like a meal from a kombini,
mhm,
it's it's not seen as like as good as an actual restaurant, but still
mhm.
like it's pretty good. Like it is pretty decent.
Yeah.
But in North America, like if you have a convenience store meal, y- like it seems like uh it's just bad. Like it's definitely like the lowest quality you can get
Yeah,
for a meal, basically. Um,
I
yeah, so
see.
it's just totally different. Um,
Mhm,
so
mhm.
for me, like going to Japan,
Yeah.
um, like I don't think I really have any. I couldn't tell you which one is the best, really, because
Mhm.
like for me,
Okay.
like they're all so much better than the convenience stores here that they're all pretty much the same.
Mhm. Like, and also, yeah, like when I was thinking, I found some convenience store, some convenience store with gas, like gas station, I
Oh yeah,
guess.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
super common.
I don't think it's common in Japan. Like,
Yeah, I heard that. Mm.
yeah, like Japanese convenience are only like single standing, and then just yeah, they don't have like gas station like beside convenience store.
Hmm.
I found in
Yeah,
some place actually, but it's not common.
yeah, I mean, hmm. I mean, you can find convenience stores without gas stations here too, but like I think pretty much like literally every gas station is also a convenience store here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I don't know, in Japan, like like for me, it's just for me, it's even hard to imagine a gas station that isn't also a convenience store. Like,
Oh, okay. So gas station could be convenience store.
oh, always here. Like,
Always.
I don't think I've ever seen one here that isn't also a convenience store.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, and also one of the things that I want to talk about is Circle
Mhm.
K.
Oh, Circle K, sure, sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we have Circle K too.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, but now the Family Mart. Family Mart.
Hmm.
How can I put this? Like it's mixing like with Family Mart.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
now Circle K
Mhm.
doesn't exist, but
Sure, sure, sure.
yeah, Circle the Family Mart has Circle K's company, I guess. So and then mm, but before,
Hmm.
yeah, like I think before I came to Canada, I found some Circle K's in Japan.
Oh, that's I'm really surprised.
Yeah. So and then,
'Cause,
yeah,
like
I was surprised at finding Circle K in Canada because wow, Canada has Circle K.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, um it's weird though, because okay, so Circle K is originally American, but now it's Canadian owned. So
Oh, okay. It's
yeah,
Canadian
so it's
owned
kind of
now.
now, yeah. So
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
and it's kind of weird too, because like Circle K, I feel like wasn't that common until a few years ago.
Mhm.
Um, Usually it was a store called Max that
Max.
maybe you saw. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but yeah,
But
like sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
oh, no worries. Yeah, yeah. Like we also we also like buying like some coffees at the
Mhm,
convenience store.
mhm,
Like it's convenience stores, like coffee of convenience store is pretty good for like Japanese people, I guess. It's
mhm,
cheap, it's reasonable.
mhm.
Mm. But in Canada, like, do you guys have coffee at the convenience store?
It depends. Like if
Depends.
it's like if it's like a family owned one, if it's just like a local one, I think usually they don't. But if it is like a chain convenience store, I feel like
Mhm.
usually they do. But like the same thing as the food. Like if you have like convenience store coffee or like any food, like people assume that you're probably gonna get sick from it because the quality is just not good.
I see. Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. But I found some like machines to drink
Mm.
juice at the convenience
Oh,
store in
sure.
Canada, right?
Um, yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
usually there's a few. I mean, once again, it depends on the convenience store, but for the
mhm,
chain
mhm.
ones, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess especially like you'll see this like the slushy machines are super
Yeah.
common.
Yeah.
And actually, I guess going back to Canada quickly, um, apparently, Winnipeg is apparently like the slushy capital of the world
Okay.
for some reason. I don't know why, but it is. I was just interesting to mention.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that's a reason to go to
Mhm.
Winnipeg.
I see.
But
Seriously. Okay.
if you really like slushies, I guess.
Funny. Yeah. Okay. But when I saw the color of freshy like juice at the convenience
Mhm.
store, it looks so unhealthy. So and then
Oh,
like
for sure. Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. And also when I was in Canada, I usually drank uh Nesty.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Nesty. And actually, I worked at a restaurant in Canada, so yeah, I served Nesty, and then sometimes we can drink we can drink a leftover of that, and then
Oh, sure.
yeah, and then Nesty is for me it's too sweet actually. I
Mm.
like that,
Okay.
but I can't
Mm.
not I couldn't drink one of a can like a can of
Mm.
Nesty actually.
Yeah, actually, that's another trick that's kind of interesting in Canada. Because so in Canada, so like iced tea is
Iced tea. You guys
ice.
call it iced tea, right?
Yeah, like Nestea is specifically the one from Nestle.
Mm,
Though actually, if you said Nestea, people would know you mean iced tea for sure.
right.
But the thing is, here iced tea is always sweetened, um, which is which is not the case in the U.S. So like for a lot of Canadians, if they go to the U.S. and they order iced tea, like it's
Mm,
usually not a good time because
okay.
it's so bitter by comparison.
Mm, I see. Yeah, yeah. Have I've had like the order of like Nesty, and then
Mhm,
when I took an order for
mhm.
customers, yeah, I had iced tea. They just say iced tea. They just order
Yeah.
like iced tea, and then yeah, and then when I when I started working, I couldn't understand it actually. It's
Hmm.
the name of drink is Nesty, but they
Mm.
just say
Yeah.
iced tea, right? And iced tea is, I think, in Canadian, iced tea is just Nesty. Is that
Um,
does it make
it might be
sense?
in the
Yeah.
US too, because like,
Okay.
wait, actually, is Nestle even an American company? Give me 1 second
Yeah,
before
sure. Yeah.
before I say something wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, they're Swiss. Okay, but for sure the US I think also has an
Yes.
ST, but I
Nesty.
think it just,
Yeah.
but I mean, just the taste is different.
Okay. Yeah, and then I found like some low sweet Nesty at
Sure,
the
sure, sure. Yeah.
supermarket. Yeah,
Hmm.
and yeah, which is good for me.
Hmm.
Yeah, just normal Nesty is too sweet for me, but and then and also the green one is Canadian uh
Oh, Canada Dry.
Canada Dry. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Canada Dry. Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's completely from Canada. So Canada Dry. The name of
Mm.
drink is Canada
Yeah, I
Dry.
think
So
that's also another one that I think is pretty popular, like internationally, at least in the US. I know it's also pretty popular.
mhm.
Is it popular in Japan at all?
It's not it's not too popular, but like but we found it like just we sometimes drink ginger ale. Yeah, ginger ale is like I think ginger ale is Canada Dry for us
Mm.
too. Yeah,
Oh, okay, sure, sure. Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's probably the most popular ginger ale in the world,
In the
maybe.
world, yeah,
I think, yeah.
yeah, I believe so.
Actually, I don't think I could name any other ginger ale company. So I think I
Yeah,
think it has to be.
yeah. Right, right. Yeah, right. And also, coffee. Mm, like, do you guys drink tea? Like, just
Hmm.
green tea and also matcha
Um, mm, for I mean, yeah, a lot of, for sure a lot of people drink tea. Like,
tea,
um, usually people are either like a coffee person or a tea person.
tea person. Hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty common. I'm not sure which tea is the most common though.
Hmm.
Um, just because also I don't drink tea, so
Right, right.
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, and like, do you drink just Tim Hortons? Do you drink just a cup of coffee at the Tim Horton, right? And then I
Mm.
also drank it when I was in Canada, almost every single day, I think. And then yeah,
Sure.
yeah, it's it becomes it became a habit for me, like to buy
Mm.
Tim Horton, to stop by Tim Horton before
Mhm.
working. Yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah, and I sometimes buy Starbucks coffee, but
Mhm.
it's pretty pricey. So
Yeah.
mm, like I hesitated to buy Starbucks
Yeah,
coffee.
it
Like
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's also because we can buy it in Japan too, right?
Mhm.
And we tried to buy Tim Hortons coffee with Amazon online
Mhm.
in Japan,
Mhm.
but it's so expensive, so
Yeah, I'm sure.
I miss it now.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely bring some with me if you want.
Oh, sure. Yeah, please. Yeah, bring it back
For
to
sure.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, and
anytime.
ketchup chips.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, ketchup tips. Yeah, right. Yeah, and is there any like kind of things talk about now?
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess okay, so we'll talk I'll just quickly go through like my favorite Japanese foods.
Mhm.
And then we'll just go over just like give a short list of I guess the most oh god, I guess the most important Japanese foods. Uh
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So yeah, just quickly go through my favorites. So yeah, I think for me also sushi's probably number one. Between sushi and unagi, they're both so good.
Mhm.
Um Also, I really love soba and matcha, like, pretty much anything matcha, like, I think matcha might be my favorite taste because, for ice cream, matcha is my favorite.
Okay.
For chocolate, matcha is also my favorite.
Mhm.
Pretty much, like, give me anything matcha and I'll probably like it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, but yeah, just go through yeah, I guess let's just,
Favorite
go
ones?
through I just well, yeah, I guess you could go through some of your favorite ones, but also just go through, the Japanese foods you think are most that, like, best represent Japan, or the ones that
Oh,
people like, that foreigners should know about. You
mhm.
think people should know about, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I think the representative foods in Japan is sushi, of course, sushi, and also
Yeah.
which one? Maybe
Yeah, it's so hard
katsu.
to choose.
Yeah, so many actually. So katsudon,
Mm,
gyudon, which
for
are
sure, for
rice
sure.
bowl with some foods and deep fried porks.
Mm.
And
I think you have to say okonomiyaki.
all right, yep. So I'm living in
Mm,
Osaka. So yeah. When I was a kid, I often eat okonomiyaki, and then we make it by ourselves actually
oh, sure, sure.
in the in the house. And takoyaki, each family has the machine to make a takoyaki in Osaka.
Mm, mm,
Mm,
sure, sure.
yeah, which is very familiar, I think. And then also, oh, actually, yeah, I ate sushi in Canada, and
Oh,
then
yeah, it's pretty different.
that's quite different from actual Japanese sushi. Uh,
Mhm,
yeah, and then I stopped by the sushi restaurant near my apartment where I
mhm,
lived
mhm,
in Canada, and then uh, it was quite yeah, it's not quite like it's pretty good. It was
mm,
pretty good,
mhm.
but like Japanese don't cook like at a restaurant in Canada. Usually,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
people from
I
China or
at
Korea
least,
maybe.
at least in, like at least in Ontario, um yeah, I guess I mean, I'm sure there's some, but I think if you want, like, kind of more authentic sushi, like, you probably have to go to BC, at least, like
BC. Okay.
yeah, just because like, they do have a way higher Japanese population.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's totally different, but like Korean sushi has, I think, like some cheese, and then
Sometimes, yeah.
sometimes cheese, and also just is a California roll.
Yeah, actually, I guess we should talk about that quickly. Is so, like, apparently the California roll, like, there's some debate. Apparently, it was either made in California or it might have been made in BC, so
Uh-huh.
it might also be a Canadian food. Um, and yeah,
Oh, really?
I guess also one of the biggest differences is usually okay, at least in North America, usually it's makizushi and not
Makizushi. Yep.
and not like
Makizushi.
nigiri. Like, it's like
Nigiri.
nigiri is probably more common, right?
Yeah, nigiri is more more common than
Yeah.
yeah. Like we put some seaweed around the
Mhm.
sushi, and then on the top, yeah, we put some ingredients like raw fish and marinated some uh raw fish, and also like green onion, stuff
Mm,
like
sure,
that.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's common in Japan.
Yeah, and I guess also here, so so many rolls have avocado, but, like, you just
Oh,
don't
right.
really you don't really find it in Japan too often, right?
Yeah, but we have 回転寿司. Do you know about 回転寿司?
Mm, for sure, for sure.
Yeah. How can I say that in English?
Oh, conveyor belt sushi.
Comparable with sushi. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can find it like many in many places in Japan. So and then they have California roll and also like like sushi with some avocados. But
Yeah, for sure.
like
It's
when you go
super.
to super common. And when you go to like actual sushi restaurant in Japan,
Mhm.
I think you cannot find like some avocados like with sushi. Just you know,
Yeah, probably not. And
yeah,
probably probably not with spicy mayonnaise either.
yeah. Actually, I've never been to the actual sushi restaurant. It's so pricey. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, and then
Mm,
there are a lot of like manners, I guess, to
hmm.
uh like before you eat, like you have to say just itadakimasu. Itadakimasu is a common, it's not,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all the time we have to say itadakimasu, and after
yeah.
eating, gochiso sama,
Mhm,
as
mhm.
you just said no. So yeah, and but more, there are more like manners for to eat sushi at a like
Mm,
actual sushi restaurant, I think. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like manners in general could be a whole other episode because there's definitely so much to
Yeah,
talk about.
right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And hmm, like in Canada, do you guys have some com converted? No, sorry, 回転寿司. How
Oh, conveyor belt sushi.
conveyor belt?
Yeah,
Conveyor
I'll type it in
belt.
the chat.
Conveyor belt. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, conveyor belt.
yeah,
I see. Conveyor belt
yeah.
sushi. Yeah.
There are some, but they're really not common. Like, it's
Mm,
way more common just to find like an all-you-can-eat sushi place.
sushi place. Okay. Oh, I see. I also
Yeah.
I ate a okonomiyaki in Canada,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah,
Mhm,
it
mhm,
was so thin, more thin than actual
mm.
okonomiyaki. Actually, it was pretty good, but it's not really real
Yeah.
okonomiyaki.
I mean, that's the thing is that, mm, yeah, I guess at least with a lot of Japanese food, like it's it's different. It's just
Yeah,
like it's still pretty good, but
yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it's not same.
it's not the real thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I found some like takoyaki is like deep fried in
Oh
Canada.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing too, is that like you'll see like the craziest types of sushi. Like it seems like every restaurant also has their own special sushi rolls. So um like it doesn't matter what town you go to, like if you're in Toronto, I'm sure there's like every restaurant has their own like Toronto roll or
Mm-hmm.
um roll
Toronto.
specific to their own restaurant even, and sometimes they're super weird. Like I think I saw one, I'm not sure if it was in Canada. I feel like I saw one where they had like chocolate in it.
Wow. Oh,
um
really? Okay.
yeah, there's some really crazy ones. um
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, which
Okay.
you would definitely never see in Japan, I think.
Okay. I think like Western people like putting some sweet things in like sushi
Mm.
and like Japanese food. So do you guys put maple syrup on like sunny side up, and also
Yeah,
like
yeah.
sausage, right? But
Yeah.
we don't put like sweet ones on like on the top of some like maybe Japanese food, sushi, takoyaki too. and also okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki looks like very, similar to pancake, I guess.
Kinda,
Kind of,
yeah,
kind of, yeah,
yeah. It's like the easiest way to explain it, even though
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
quite the same. Yeah.
yeah. But we don't put like chocolates on the
Yeah,
top of
yeah.
like okonomiyaki, takoyaki, right?
Mm, yeah.
And yeah, but it's interesting. Like so, like in the past, we eat over the past years. We put just no, we eat. Been eating takoyaki, okonomiyaki in a
Mhm,
just Japanese way, but
mhm.
foreigners can come up with new way to eat, right?
Yeah.
And
Mhm,
then it's very interesting, and then also yeah, like Japanese can feel pretty good when we eat
mhm,
like new ways to eat like something like takoyaki and deep fried takoyaki. It was pretty good for me, and also
mhm.
uh like California roll, like
Sure, sure.
cheese, yeah, sushi with cheese. Mm.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, there's actually some interesting ones like that where well, okay, yeah, kinda like Hawaiian pizza or sushi pizza, where, like,
Hmm.
it seems like it would be from somewhere else, but it's, like, actually Canadian
Hmm.
or American.
American,
Um,
yeah.
like another really popular one, I mean, this is for Chinese food, I guess.
Okay.
There's this dish called ginger beef that's, like, really common
Ginger
here
beef. Hmm.
at Chinese restaurants. So people commonly think of it here as Chinese food, but it was actually made in, I think, Calgary?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was made in, like, Calgary, Edmonton.
Hmm.
Um, so it's really also Canadian food, but, like, I guess it seems like it's closer to Chinese food, so people think of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you know like Chinese restaurants all over the world is real Chinese. They make real Chinese food, I think. Like,
I don't know, cause like, it's complicated because people here also always say that, like, most Chinese places in, just, like, North America in general, like, don't have real Chinese food, like, you would have to, like, actually go to China for it.
oh, okay.
Of course, there's similarities, but there's a lot of stuff where it's, like,
Mm.
it's really, like, North American Chinese food, like, it's kind of a different
Mm-hmm.
type, if that makes
Different
sense.
type? Okay.
Yeah.
But when I was in Canada, I went to Chinese restaurant,
Mhm,
and
mhm,
then yeah, I was living in Toronto, right? So, and then
mhm,
I
mhm.
didn't say that, but yeah, I was living in Toronto. I was living in Toronto when I was in Canada, and then
Mhm, mhm.
Toronto has Chinese Chinatown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in Chinatown there are a lot of like Chinese restaurants, and then
Mhm,
I went there to eat Chinese food, and then I felt like it was like real Chinese food
mhm.
because like there are some Chinatown in Japan too,
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
yeah, like people from China, originally from China, make Chinese food at
Mhm,
in a Chinatown in Japan,
mhm,
and then compared to it when I was in
mhm.
Canada, yeah, it was I think real Chinese food. I felt like that. So uh,
I know, it's hard to say because, like, I mean, I've never been to China,
right,
so
me neither.
I can't really compare.
Yeah, we cannot. Yeah, I want to. Yeah, we want to get like some opinions from the Chinese people. I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Mm. But yeah. Oh, and also I saw Japanese town in Toronto, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
mm,
Well, I guess, kinda. Well, I mean,
kind
I
of
think
yeah.
the one you're thinking of is, you're talking about J-Town, right?
J town. Yeah. Oh, not J
Yeah.
town. It's J town, but
Oh,
also like near Dundas Square.
Oh, okay. You mean
There are many Japanese restaurants, right?
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess you could kind of
Kind of, yeah. It's not Japanese town,
kinda,
but
yeah. Kind of feels like it, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a pretty good number in there that area,
hmm
yeah.
Yeah, right. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like actually, when I was in Canada, I worked at a Japanese ramen restaurant, and then it was
Mhm.
so pricey, actually. Like,
Oh, for sure, yeah,
yeah,
like
compared to Japanese ones.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah. Like, pretty much any Japanese food here is always, like, really
expensive. Yeah,
expensive. Yeah.
but Chinese food are very cheap, right?
Um, it depends, like
Oh yeah, right.
I guess once again, it's hard for us to say because like, we also we haven't
Yeah,
compared Chinese
to,
food prices in
like,
China,
yeah.
but, um, it really depends on the place because,
hmm
like, I feel like in Toronto, there's just more options, so, like, you could find cheaper places,
Yeah.
at least yeah, compared to Japanese places in general, but
hmm
once you go outside of, like, the bigger cities, like, I feel like they're pretty much the same price.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same for, like, most, foreign food that isn't, like, pizza, basically. So,
hmm
like yeah, so for same thing for, like, Korean food or, like, Vietnamese food or anything like that, they're all usually, like, way more expensive than if you were
Yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But we don't have Canadian food in Japan, so we cannot find the Canadian food in Japan. Like we have just only maple syrup and uh
Canada
anything else.
Dry.
Canada Dry. Yeah, right,
Yeah. I don't know yeah, I'm not sure what else there would even be, I mean, you were told me there was Beaver Tails.
right.
There was one location.
There's a one location in Japan.
Yeah,
I
I'm so
found it.
surprised,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's closed now. I think so.
Yeah, it closed
Yeah,
forever.
for forever.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think, at least I was looking at least in the Tokyo area, I think there are some, like, Canadian, like, cafes, but, like,
Mm.
there's not many, like, for sure, like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any Canada Town, uh,
Mm.
I don't think there's any Canada Town in any country, to be honest, like,
To be honest, yeah,
I
right.
if there is, I'm very, very surprised.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've never heard of the Canadian towns in the world. Yeah, I've heard that like Japanese town has like there are some locations like yeah like some like
Mm.
Japanese town. I think I've heard there's one in LA in US and
Oh,
also
yeah, yeah, I think so. Mhm.
like Brazil, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Many, I think
Mhm.
there are many immigrants from Japan in Brazil.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, actually Brazil has the highest Japanese population, like,
population
besides Japan,
besides Japan.
obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, yeah,
yeah.
right. Yeah, I think yeah, Japan has like many long time of uh histories. That's the reason why I think we have
Yeah, yeah,
specific foods, cultures, histories,
for sure.
right? And I think we sometimes like copying some cultures from another country. We have kanji
Mm.
from China, and then
Yeah, that's right. I
we
don't I
have
guess I guess that's I mean, I guess it's kinda natural for, like, almost I feel like that's, like, every country kinda borrows from
mm,
other cultures, though, because
yeah,
I mean yeah,
right,
because I mean, even, like, with, like, English, like, for example, like, well, I guess it's not just for English, I guess it's for a lot of languages, like, the number system I think it's from is it from Arabic originally?
hmm
I think? Yeah, so, I mean, and I guess, of course, like, there's just, like, some words that we just directly
hmm
borrow from other languages,
yeah, right.
but I guess also some more than others, because
Mm.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I'm not sure how much like Russian influences English.
Okay. Yeah. 確かに。For sure. Yeah. Like Canada,
Yeah.
also, I think Canada is pretty young country.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So that's why I think there are no, Canadian town in the world, and also Canadian
Mm,
foods, like typical Canadian foods. Like I think when
yeah.
I ask Canadian people what the typical Canadian food is, and then they,
Mm,
oh, they just say, they were like just, oh, poutine, stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Usually like poutine,
yeah,
maple syrup.
maple syrup.
Uh, oh geez. Yeah,
So,
that's usually it.
mm, so yeah, I think I like that, but I think Canadian is good at like mixing cultures, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Uh, kind of. Yeah. I mean, like Canada's like one of the most diverse countries in the
Right,
world. Like
right.
even more than the US.
Hmm.
Um kind of surprisingly. Um yeah, I guess I mean
Yeah.
it's a little it's a little more complicated than that, but
But it's
yeah,
totally different from Japanese,
for sure. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
culture. So I was so surprised that when I get there when I got there,
Mhm.
and then uh we can find, yeah, of course we can find like many kinds of restaurant from another country in Japan, but we found like way more rest- restaurants like from
Mhm.
another, from another country in Toronto
Mhm.
actually. Like there's
Yeah.
some, of course, Chinese food, Korean food, and
Mhm.
Indian, Filipino,
Yeah,
like
there's
like
so many.
so
Yeah.
many, yeah. And yeah, that's the reason why I think Japanese should go to Toronto. It's totally different, yeah. And hmm, oh, it's not about food, but in a train,
That's okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
you know, when I took a train for the first time in Toronto, I asked, yeah, I saw like many people from. It's not like, how can I put this? Like many, mm, like looks like so diverse. Honestly, like
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
In Japan, only we can find only Japanese people usually like in the train. So
Mm.
yeah, like mm, it's so surprising for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, um yeah, because I mean like Japan is like it might be different now, but it's like Japan's like 99% Japanese, so like
Yeah,
the foreigner
right.
population is so small.
Yeah,
Whereas
so
in
small. Yeah.
Canada, it's pretty big. I'm not sure the exact percentage for Canada, but at least
Mhm.
for Toronto, um, I think it's literally like 50% of the population are
Mm.
immigrants. So it is
Yeah,
pretty yeah pretty different.
yeah. I didn't feel I I was a foreigner when I was in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, that's the thing too, is that like
Yeah,
when you meet someone here, like you like if you just look at them, you don't know if they're from here or not. Like
right,
if I see someone, I assume they're Canadian until
right, right,
until they tell me otherwise.
right. Yeah, yeah. We can identify like where they are from in Japan. If we find like some foreigners, I think.
Yeah,
Mm.
usually, yeah.
Usually, yeah. It's not like all the time, but usually, yeah,
Mm,
we can.
yeah,
And yeah, but in Canada, yeah, I don't need to feel like I was a foreigner. So and then
mm,
mm, it it helps me a lot. So
that's good
like,
to hear.
mm, Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. I think that's definitely. I guess. I guess kind of a different topic that we can get to in a different
Right.
episode because that's yeah.
Right.
There's definitely a lot of differences there too.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guess yeah. I think that's. I think here's probably a good place to end it because we are at an hour and a half.
Yeah. Right.
I mean we're pretty much out of topics too. So
Mhm.
um, yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of call it here. Um, yeah, so I guess for next week we're still deciding the topic.
Next topic. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm not sure when this will go up, or when the
Yeah.
next episode will go up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll try to announce like a somewhat consistent schedule for the next one,
For the next one. Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully. Yeah.
yeah, and I guess on that note, yeah, thank you for listening. And sorry, actually, I guess one more thing is that we're both new to podcasting, um, and of course we want to make this podcast as good as possible, and I guess make the listeners happy. So if you have
Yeah.
any um, suggestions, recommendations for us, yeah, just let us know. That'd be great. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I guess yeah, talk to you next time.
Thank you. Thank you for listening from now too. And then yeah, I I think I couldn't really speak in English today, but
Well,
I hope
you totally did.
I'm hoping everyone you know enjoy. And
I
then
think people will enjoy your English way more than my Japanese, so
sure.
please don't feel bad.
Yeah,
Next
right.
week will
Next
be
week.
3 hours, and 2 hours of that will be just me trying to figure out what to say.
Sure. Yeah. Of course, we do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Till then. All right.
そしたら、
Boss
Thank you. またね